the sports podcast with the youngest, most daring, intrepid, gutsy, fearless host on the planet. Get ready for Jake's Takes. Here's Jake.
My guest today is a star outfielder for the Toronto Blue Jays. In 2011, he signed with the Houston Astros, and in 2017, he was traded to the Blue Jays. In 2020, he had a fabulous season, winning the AL Silver Slugger Award for right field. In 2021, he was selected to the All-Star game for the American League. He finished the 2021 season batting .296 with a career-high 32 home runs. He also won the AL Silver Slugger for the right field for a second year in a row. It's my absolute honor to welcome to Jake's Takes, Teoscar Hernandez. What's up, Teo? How you doing?
How you doing, my man? It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, yeah. By the way, thank you so much for being such an awesome guy when I met you at the ballpark. It was sick.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
How you doing?
I'm good, my man. Back to normal again. Like everybody knows, I was battling an injury a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just ready to go and trying to get my timing back and start doing my thing for the team.
Oh, yeah. So the only thing is the Jays lineup wasn't the same without you. And I know they've been struggling offensive lately, but what's the attitude like in the clubhouse? You guys expecting the offense to break through?
I mean, yeah, it's just baseball. This is every year is going to be something like this, what we're going through right now. And I think it's just for the moment. And we pretty soon I'm going to get back and scoring a lot of runs.
Oh, yeah. Teoscar, I wanted to ask you about the Garcia hit by pitch. I mean, I don't think that was on purpose at all, but what do you think?
It wasn't, the pitchers, not only the Blue Jays pitcher, but every pitcher around the league, they've been fighting with the baseball. They're a lot like sleeper, but it wasn't on purpose. It was just, it's going to happen in the game. Somebody's going to get hit at some point, not on purpose, like everybody thought it was, but it's nothing to worry about. It's just the game.
I don't think you should have got thrown out. What do you think?
It was a bad call, but it happens. Anybody can make mistakes, and I think the umpires make that one, and it's just the game, just the heat of the game. But we're gonna go tomorrow and try to win ball games. That's the only matters right now for us.
And what's with like the 1-run games? I mean, it feels like playoff baseball, but then I remind myself it's only May.
I mean, we're getting a little bit of October right now in May, but that is all about getting ready and getting prepared for playoff in October.
Teo, I wanted to talk to you about your incredible improvement with your batting average. Holy cow. You started off your first year in Houston, and I believe it was like .230, something around that. And then the next few years, you're staying around that average. And then in 2020, you had a breakthrough year, and your batting average jumped all the way up to .289, and last year, .296. What did you change in your swing that went from a .230 hitter to almost .300?
I mean, I changed a lot in my mental standpoint. It wasn't nothing on the field. I just tried to get my pitch and get a good pitch to hit it and try to put a good swing on it. That's the only thing that I changed, and I think it was more in my head, just trying to get ready before I be at bats and just be ready for my pitch when I get it.
By the way, I just had Vladdy on my show, and we all know how amazing a hitter he is. Aside from Vladdy, who do you think's the best hitter in baseball?
There's a lot. There's a lot of guys right now that can hit. I mean, you got Mike Trout, you got Acuna, you got Soto, you got Harper, you got Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of group of guys in the big leagues right now, and they're making. They're having a pretty good year. You got Jose Ramirez and that group too, Hernandez, and the list is long. It's long.
What do you think about Julio Rodriguez? I mean, he's pretty good, no?
It's pretty good. I mean, it's really young. Just start to get in the feeling of the major leagues, and I think he will be fine. At the end of the year, he will put up pretty good numbers.
There can only be one MVP, am I right? But the league does have some amazing awards. The Silver Slugger is given to the best hitter in that position. And I mean, you won that Silver Slugger award 2 times in a row. There's only one other player in all of baseball that's done that in recent years. And not even Mike Trout did this. In the NL, it's Juan Soto, though. This means you're an incredible company. How much does this award mean to you, Teo?
I mean, it means a lot, all the work that I put in right now is paying off, and the consistent is there. And the more important thing to think about is the health. If you're not healthy, you're not going to put good numbers to win a silver slugger at the end of the year. And I think that's the most important thing for me, just try to stay healthy and do my thing.
By the way, Teo, I play fantasy all the time, and my friend traded like a king's ransom for you, and he got you. And the next day you got injured. He was so pissed. It was the funniest thing ever.
It happens.
Yeah. I asked Vladdy who the toughest pitcher in the league was, and he gave an interesting answer. I want to see what you say. Who do you think?
I mean, I think he told me before. I think the one that he always is harder for him is Severino.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right,
that's the one that he can get some good at bats on.
Who's your toughest pitcher to hit off?
For me, I think it's Scherzer. I mean, I haven't faced DeGrom yet. Who else? But Scherzer is definitely the one that is the toughest one that I face.
Yeah, speaking of Scherzer, I gotta ask you this question. Alek Manoah has been off the charts this year, and ever since he came into the league, we've seen the potential. And last year I had Mark Shapiro on my show, and I told him that Manoah reminds me of a young Max Scherzer. He's got the velocity, he paints the corners, and has like similar movement to his pitches to make hitters swing and miss. Are you with me on this? I think he's already one of the best pitchers in baseball. Manoah's pretty good.
He's getting close. I mean, he got a lot of way to go, but he's getting close. I mean, he's demonstrating everything that he's got right now, and of course he's one of the best.
By the way, Teo, when you go into the locker, when you get into the dugout after you just hit a home run, what's your most favorite part? Knowing that everyone's going to compliment you on it, or the fact that you're going to be able to wear the jacket?
I mean, the thing is the jacket, and at the end you take the photo for the media. I think that's one of the biggest things for us when we hit a home.
Oh yeah. By the way, one of the rule changes in baseball next year is eliminating the defensive shift. Oh my gosh! Don't ask me what I feel about this, because I feel this is a bad rule. I think instead of eliminating the shift, teach people how to hit opposite field. How do you feel about the rule change, Dale?
It's gonna be awesome. There's a lot of hits that the other team robs because of the shift, but it will feel great when you hit a ground ball to the middle and seeing the ball go through to center field. So I'm with you. I don't think that was there's. I don't know why they put that rule, but I'm hoping they keep that. Next year they take it away. So we had a like normal field to hit.
Last question, Teo. The AL East is the toughest division in baseball. Just this week, you guys visited the Yankees and now the Rays. The Yankees seem to be back in business. What do you think about that Yankees team?
I mean, they have a pretty good team, and they putting everything together. They're playing a really, really good baseball right now. They're playing a good defense. They getting the hits when they need it. The pitchers are doing an excellent job. I think it just the way the Yankees organization has always been. They always have pretty good teams. They just this year they put in everything together. So that's why they're winning a lot of ball games and they're in first place.
What's crazy is because if you look at the AL East, there's teams like the Yankees who are absolutely stacked with an insane payroll. And then there's teams like the Rays who manage to be amazing with the lowest payroll in the league. How do they do it?
They just take advantage of the errors and walks, mistakes from the other teams. They just they're a pretty good young team too. They quick, they have speed, they have some power, and they got all their players that put the ball in play. And the most important thing, they have the pitching. So that's why the Tampa Bay Rays is always in a race for playoff in the first place.
Teo, thank you so much for being an awesome person and joining me today on Jake Stakes. Did you have fun on my show?
Oh, yeah. Every
Best
time,
of
man.
luck.
Every time. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's go, Jace.